switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
A double dip for the Bills at MetLife Stadium. It's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the Bills played the Jets at MetLife Stadium last weekend. Now they get their shot at the Giants on the same field. I'll talk to you again at halftime with a look at games in progress. But first, it's up to Jersey. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. On the defensive side, this is the starting lineup for the Bills. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
It's caught. Shepard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Shepard in last week's game: 6 catches, 111 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Gallman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him.
Check, 47.
Dalton sets up play action. He finds his target, John Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that. But they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Andy Dalton. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Dalton here from the gun. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That one a first down pickup of 8. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Gallman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Gallman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Back to the ground, this time Cook. Nifty move. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now to the air, Dalton. And John Brown's got it complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Cook found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a draw play for goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. From the 29, Trubisky over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's got room. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Trubisky. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gallman will run it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now it's Trubisky, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cody Latimer, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown. And now the kick is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets his forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On second down now, it's Cook. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. All right, here's Dalton, and able to find John Brown. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 10, just over 1:40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Ed Oliver in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Defense, and the pressure gets to him again. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Now Trubisky.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Bills, it's a dream start.